The Department of Government Efficiency is going to hurt so many great companies. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 companies that are on my watch list right now that I believe are going to get absolutely slammed by Doge and are going to create some massive opportunities for us. All right, guys, before I show you guys these 5 stocks that are going to get absolutely hammered, already getting hammered by the Department of Government Efficiency, I want to let you guys know one lucky commenter down below will win a free one-on-one option strategy call with me where we can talk all things options. So, guys, these stocks are just getting absolutely hammered, already are getting hammered. But as we already know here as premium chasers, when stocks are getting hammered, that means there's opportunity. I think these stocks are going to have a long way to go for recovery, but I'm going to start building a position in them right now. I do believe over the course of these next few years, it's not going to be pretty for these stocks. So I would say tread lightly. If you have a long-term horizon on them, you're good. And for the most part, any stocks that you're selling options on, you should have a long-term horizon on. But I just wanted to preface that, like, these are going to be some holders that I'm going to primarily be selling puts on and then selling calls on, and then we're going to kind of just talk about them, some of the plays that I'm looking at and the setups that I'm looking at. So the first one is going to be General Dynamics here. If we just look, I mean, year to date, I mean, these are some great companies too that are just getting hammered. I mean, you could see all of these companies basically fell off right around that inauguration, just falling off cliffs. Right here, some worse than others. So General Dynamics, taking a look at the chart here, it's not the worst in the bunch as you're gonna see here. But my entry that I'm looking for some cash secured puts entries is once we start hitting closer to that 250 target. Once we get into that 250, I'm looking to build a position at 240 on this one. I will gladly buy General Dynamics at 240. You can see just over the past 3 months, we're already down like close to 20%. RSI is at like 41. So we're being not terribly oversold. We're between the middle and the bottom Bollinger Band. Again, for me, I'm going to probably start opening up these selling puts once we're closer to 250, so then I can open up puts at 240, collect some premium, and that's fantastic. And I think we're going to kind of be, again, this is what I think we'll hover around there for a while, right? And I like that because I'm going to be able to then sell my calls, right? I'm hoping that my puts get assigned, then I can sell calls and collect premium on them. And I'm going to probably sell my calls at like 250, 255s at that point. So most likely, hopefully, they don't actually get assigned, and then I'm just collecting that premium at that point, right? So moving on to our next company is Textron. I like this one because it's a little bit cheaper. A lot of these companies that you're going to see, guys, these are like really like big companies that, obviously heavily rely on the government for funding and stuff. So this one is actually, I believe, the cheapest in the bunch that I'm going to show you here. But it is also getting hammered. If we just look at year to date, I mean, again, they all kind of just started going downhill right around the inauguration, which is kind of funny to see. Taking a look at the chart here. Again, this one, I'm just waiting. I'm being a little bit patient right now. All right. So I'm really trying to get really good deals, right? When I have that conviction, again, you might not have the same conviction as me, and that's totally cool, right? Like, don't have the same conviction as me. But when I start seeing that a stock is going to get beat up on, right, for like the foreseeable future, the next 24 months, if not more, I'm not just going to rush into it, right? Like, I believe these companies are going to get, I totally see Textron getting down to like $65. Like, I want to build my position around that point, but I'm going to be patient, right? So with Textron, this is starting to look pretty nice. We're heading towards that bottom of the Bollinger Band. We're well below the 30-day moving average. Right, let's just take a look at, I do like to, my long-term positions, I don't mention this that much, I should. I like to look at my 200-day moving average. So my 200-day moving average is around $85. Come on, baby, let's go. $65 if I can get in. I'm totally fine. And then selling calls around like 75. So let's just take a look at the chain real quick on Textron. I'm just curious where we're at right now. Trade, sell, put, We're going to go 38 days out on this one. Let's see. Our premiums aren't looking crazy. 72.5. Like, I'd want to build my position like at the like 65 mark, honestly. that's where I'm going to be right now. Like, to me, it's just not there yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little bit longer, but it's on my watch list. I'm waiting. Okay. Moving on to our next one is Leidos. Leidos year to date, down 6%. Again, falling off that cliff here. At 137, this is probably going down towards its bottom Bollinger Band too. If we come over to our chart here, oh no, what happened? Yahoo Finance is being a little bit slow. All right, no, we're not towards that just at the bottom yet. So again, this is a similar story. You see the pattern here for all of these companies. It's a very, very similar positioning that I'm looking for. Right, I'm waiting till I get down to like 134-ish, and I'm gonna try to find entries around 130, so then it can sell calls around 135. I'm okay selling these puts and then gladly selling the position as well. Right. So 3 month out, 31% crazy. So let's go take a look. I actually want to see, is there any actually good setups? I don't think we'll have a good setup on this. Let's go take a look at our options chain here, selling puts, going out 38 days. All right, these are, I mean, they're obviously higher because the stock price is a little bit higher. My target more so here would be, let me go to, Leidos here. I'd want to be in, my God, it's so good. I mean, 200-day moving average, 154. It's wild. We haven't seen these levels in so long. I mean, 125 is looking nice. I mean, obviously that's year to day. I mean, that would be amazing. I mean, if we could get in there around 125, but the premiums are okay. I mean, you get about $100 of premium, but you're risking a little bit more here, right? You'd need $12,500 to do that one. So just quickly see 95, 12, 500. I mean, it's not there yet for me. I'm going to just monitor this one. I want to get into Leidos personally, but I'm just going to wait. I think we got room to go down, right? Like a lot of these cuts, these cuts haven't even really started hitting it where it hurts yet. So I'm just waiting. I'm being patient. Interesting to see that that Leidos is a lot more oversold here, but I can totally see this dropping, easily down to that like 120, 125, 125 range. And at that point, I think it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. And, when there's a bloodbath, that's opportunity for us. Definitely going to be opening up those cash secured puts on it. Moving on to Northrop Grumman, another amazing company. Obviously, this is a big boy company, so you will need to have $47,000 if you want to get into this one as collateral. Not getting beat up as much as the others, but I do think there's going to be room down here. I do think so. And if we do, I will gladly be buying this company. I mean, I don't see this going away anywhere, but my target is more so in this like 420 range. So we will hopefully see that. It's on my watch list. This one again is it's this one you just got to be patient on. Don't chase don't chase this one, but that's my target right now. If we get down to like 430, I'll be selling puts at 420. And then L3 Harris is our last one right here. If we look again, just down 10%, just about 10% on the past 6 months. Again, same kind of similar story as the other ones, trading right between that middle and bottom of Bollinger Band. It's so nice to see these stocks trading so much below their 200-day moving average, right? It's so nice, and these cuts haven't even happened yet. I think there's going to be so much opportunity. So stay up to date, guys. If you want to stay up to date, I have a free group. I post in there pretty much every single morning what plays I'm running. You could see I posted AAL here. And a couple of my moves on Rocket Lab, and we actually hit our target here. And was able to open up some puts on. Actually, I can't even see my comment. Where's my comment? Newest here. Target hit on AAL, and we got a nice $33 premium on $1,500. So I post these every single day. They're free inside of our Facebook group on what setups I'm looking at. So all you have to do to join that group is literally just go to the description while you're down there. And if this video helped you out at all, make sure to hit like, follow. I'm releasing new content here every single day, talking all things selling options. I think this is literally one of the best strategies for 99% 99% of people that want to get into trading without the ridiculous gambler mentality. Like the gambler mentality we're throwing stones at, right? And $4,000 courses. You don't need any of that crap, okay? This is a strategy I believe anybody can learn for themselves, and it will serve you so extremely well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I will see you guys tomorrow.